What BYOD is and how it works. Well, let's shed some light on it. BYOD, which stands for Bring Your Own Device, is a policy allowing employees to bring their personal devices like smartphones, tablets, or laptops to work and use them for work-related tasks. It's about bridging the gap between the personal and the professional, offering convenience and flexibility. In essence, BYOD is a policy that brings the personal into the professional realm. Now you might be thinking, how does a BYOD policy function? Well, it's a carefully curated set of rules and guidelines that govern the use of personal devices within a corporate setting. The first element is acceptable use. This outlines what employees can and cannot do on their own devices when connected to the company network. Next, we have approved devices. Not every device is suitable for every task, so a list of approved devices is usually provided. Security measures are paramount, ensuring that personal devices don't become a gateway for cyber threats. Then comes employee responsibility. Employees must understand and acknowledge their responsibilities in maintaining the security of their devices. Reimbursements are another consideration. The company may choose to offset some of the costs of using a personal device for work. The level of IT support provided for personal devices and an exit strategy for when an employee leaves the company are also integral parts of a BYOD policy. So, a well-structured BYOD policy is key to its successful implementation. Why is BYOD becoming increasingly popular in the corporate world? Well, the answer lies in its benefits and importance. The first and foremost is cost efficiency. Organizations can save a substantial amount on hardware costs as employees bring their own devices. This directly impacts the bottom line, making BYOD a financially sound strategy. Next, we have productivity. Employees are more proficient and comfortable with their own devices. They know the ins and outs, the shortcuts, the tricks. This familiarity can result in increased efficiency, leading to a boost in overall productivity. Lastly, let's talk about employee satisfaction. The freedom to use their preferred devices gives employees a sense of control and comfort. This flexibility can lead to improved job satisfaction, which in turn can lower staff turnover rates. Other benefits include the convenience of carrying just one device and the flexibility to work from anywhere, anytime. Clearly, BYOD has significant benefits that are hard to overlook. But what about the risks or challenges associated with BYOD? Let's delve into that. The most prominent risk is security threats. When employees use their own devices, they may inadvertently expose the company's data to malware or hacking attempts. These threats can come from insecure Wi-Fi networks, malicious apps, or even phishing scams. Then there's the risk of data breaches. If an employee's device is lost or stolen, sensitive company information could end up in the wrong hands. This could lead to significant financial and reputational damage. Privacy issues, too, are a major concern. Balancing the need for corporate security with respect for personal privacy can be a tricky tightrope to walk. And let's not forget about device management. With a myriad of devices, operating systems, and apps in use, it can be a real challenge for IT departments to keep everything running smoothly and securely. Hence, while BYOD has its advantages, it's not without its share of risks. Scene script. How does BYOD compare with corporate-owned policies, and what are some best practices to follow? Let's dive right in. The BYOD approach is fundamentally different from traditional corporate-owned policies. The most evident difference lies in cost. With BYOD, companies can significantly reduce hardware expenses as employees bring their own devices. On the flip side, corporate-owned policies ensure that the company bears the cost of providing and maintaining devices. Control is another key area of difference. BYOD policies often lead to a diffusion of control, since personal devices are not entirely under the company's jurisdiction. In contrast, corporate-owned policies offer companies total control over the devices, enabling them to enforce stringent security measures and configurations. Convenience plays a huge role too. BYOD policies offer employees the flexibility to use devices they're comfortable with, enhancing productivity. Corporate-owned policies, while offering uniformity, may not provide the same level of comfort and familiarity. Now, on to best practices for BYOD. A robust security system is paramount. This includes strong encryption, two-factor authentication, and remote wipe capabilities in case of device loss. Having clear and comprehensive policies outlining acceptable use, approved devices, and employee responsibilities is also essential. Regular audits to ensure compliance and ongoing employee education about potential security risks are other key practices to adopt. Remember, a well-managed BYOD policy can be a game changer, but it requires careful planning and execution.